Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for joining us today.
The bombing of Aleppo right now is inexcusable. It's beyond the pale of any notion of strategic or otherwise. It's indiscriminate. They took out a hospital last night. I think 400 civilians have been killed in the last 8 days. 100 of them are children. And we've made it crystal clear to them that under those kinds of circumstances, it is not possible to be cooperating, and we need to see a change.
Simply couldn't.
You remember it well. It was memorable.
I think we're on the verge of suspending the discussion because it's irrational in the context of the kind of bombing taking place to be sitting there trying to take things seriously. There's no notion or indication of a seriousness of purpose with what is taking place right now. So it's one of those moments where we're going to have to pursue other alternatives for a period of time, barring some clearer indication by the warring parties that they're prepared to consider how to approach this more effectively.
What would you like to communicate to the world and to those parties about Syria that they may not have heard?
There's a huge distrust by Russia that we're actually serious about going after Nusra. They think we're using Nusra in order to go after Assad. So there's huge distrust on both sides here. And the levels of mistrust because of the type of operations that the Russians have chosen to engage in is huge and appropriate on our side, incidentally. It is inappropriate to be bombing the way they are. It is completely against the laws of war. It is against decency. It's against any common morality. And it is costing enormously. So that is why we're going to have to, why we are pulling back from this concept of so there's no miscalculation in anybody's mind about us cooperating in a way that is empowering them to do what they're doing. We're just not going to go there. We're not going to do that, obviously.
Thank you very much.